Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people
that have lots of problems.
And they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime.
They're rapists.
And some, I assume, are good people.
I wanted to tell you there. Everything Donald Trump said is bullshit. We are the real Americans. Latino people are interrace, Spanish, and native. Oh, and it's a coincidence that we have brown skin.
So, Spanish people, they're kind of like my ancestors. Most of them, they're white. They're completely white. Everything about them, 100% white. And Donald Trump is making a fool of himself by, in his campaign ads and his messages, using pictures of Latino people that are mixed blood. They're brown, and they're proud. So the whole point of it really is he's making an example of these people, saying, "You dirty Native American peasants, your ancestors built great pyramids, but now they cross our borders and are trying to have a fair life in the land of the free. It's only really the land of the free for people that look like me. They gotta be white." And he's saying pretty much to these people that, oh, your families, they had to travel across America to make it to Mexico and to South America, but now that there's drug cartels that are created by us, the United States, making drugs illegal, your families are fleeing, coming in caravans, trying to get into America to find a better life in the land of the free. Stop. Go back home, back to your miserable country where drug cartels rule and grow
Cocaine.
and there's no education for your kids. Don't come to America to get education for your kids. We don't like that. We are not okay with that. Okay. Latino is a term created to confuse people of native ancestry that they're native. They don't want them to know that this is their continent. They call them aliens on a continent that they've lived on for thousands of generations, and they'll arrest them more often for petty drug crimes with marijuana and psychedelic drugs and other things like that. And they say, you're not allowed to practice your religion. Peyote? Magic mushrooms? No. It's too popular. Some people who are white have abused those sacraments that your people have used for thousands of years, and now we can't have you doing your ceremonies anymore. And you're aliens. You're illegal immigrants, and you're aliens, and you're disgusting, and you're brown, and you're not white. And I don't like that. That's pretty much what Donald Trump thinks. Some people may say I'm going hyperbole here, but why would you call somebody an alien?
I've taken drugs. I've seen some
aliens before. Alien. I've seen some crazy looking shit. And Mexicans aren't aliens. Mexicans, whatever a Mexican is, if it's a brown skinned person, call them a Mexican or a Latino or a Hispanic. And then they're aliens. Aliens. Kind of like those Indians that we found roaming around North America. In Alabama, they tore down an Indian mound.
Oh my gosh, isn't America great? I spend 3/4 of my life away from my family. But at least I could buy 17 different kinds of clothing at Sam's Club.
Native mound. The size of a giant pyramid. Huge thing. It's amazing. And their explanation, we need a new Sam's Club. Oh,
Who the hell told them goddamn natives to build a pyramid in front of our Sam's Club and our little shopping mall? Fuck them San Negars.
And then they use the dirt from the mound to make the parking lot.
To make the parking lot.
Ingenuity. American capitalism.
A hard-working man.
I tore down a Native American temple so I could build a Sam's Club.
Oh yeah, my niece works at Sam's Club. She makes like
$10 an hour.
ain't that great?
Donald Trump doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Mexicans are Native Americans. They're the ancestors of Mayans, Olmecs, Aztecs
Ancient civilizations.
that built temples larger than anything that Europeans could have made. In the Middle Ages, during the Black Age, when people were dumping shit out of their windows in Europe with buckets and dying of the plague, oh, the Native Americans, those disgusting, dirty, alien, illegal savages, the Indians, were building temples as large as the pyramid in Egypt, with bases just as large, and they had an amazing religion as complicated as the Bible.
Witchcraft. Fucking Christ.
That savage voodoo shit. A guy rising from the dead after 3 days. Witchcraft. Fucking hell. A man rising from the dead. That's not witchcraft, but the Popol Vuh. That's witchcraft. The Popol Vuh is witchcraft, and it's Indian witchcraft. So the Spanish priests, they burned it. They burned the religion of the Mayans and the Aztecs. And in the process, they created a term called Latino. And Latino is a fake term. It does exist, but in the form of interrace Spanish native people. And being an interbreed doesn't necessarily mean that you should follow the tendencies of your European ancestors. And in my opinion, I believe that if you are an interbreed and you have somehow found that nature and going outside and preserving a life so that your kids can go outside and see how beautiful life is more important than hotels. It's more important than shopping malls. It's more important than sports stadiums. It's more important than concrete fields generally. And it's more important than... We can have both. We can have our cup. We can have our tea. We can drink it too. We can do all of that shit. It's the least that you can do as a white man, as an interbreed Latino. If you have brown skin and you're in America and you're not African, ooh, what race am I? You're native. So realize that this is your continent. It's not no European contractor, no oil companies, no fucking the earth to mine resources from native country, and they're claiming that it's hard work. Oh, we moved to America. We drilled a bunch of oil out of Alaska from Inuit people, and
Oh, you had to work so hard for it. Capitalism, God bless, right?
thank God that we got all these resources that don't belong to us from a country that's not our home. Ooh, we stole them.
It's hard work. It's capitalism.